We're living in a time where almost anyone can start a side hustle. Whether it's selling something online, freelancing, creating content, or offering a service, starting is easier than ever. But turning that side hustle into something big? That's the real challenge. Here's the truth. Most people treat their side hustle like just extra cash. But the people who win treat it like a seed. And if you nurture it right, that seed can grow into something powerful, a business, a brand, a fortune. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how to turn a side hustle into a fortune, not just a few bucks on the side, but a long-term income source that can change your life. Let's get into it. 1. Start with a hustle that solves a problem. Every great business, no matter how big, starts by solving a real problem. The same goes for side hustles. If you want yours to grow, it can't just be about what you like doing, it has to be about what people need. Whether you're a graphic designer, a delivery driver, a content creator, or a tutor, your hustle needs to solve a specific problem for a specific group of people. The more clearly you understand the problem, the more valuable your work becomes, and the faster your hustle can grow. People don't pay for hobbies. They pay for solutions. When you think like a problem solver, you start acting like a business owner, not just a side earner. 2. Treat it like a business from day one. The biggest difference between a hustle that stays small and one that becomes a fortune is mindset. If you treat your hustle like a hobby, it'll stay one. But if you treat it like a real business, even when it's small, it starts to behave like one. That means showing up consistently. That means tracking your income and expenses. That means improving your product, building trust with customers, and taking your brand seriously. It doesn't matter if you're making $100 or $10,000 a month. It's your business. Own it. And the more seriously you take it, the more others will too. 3. Reinvest early profits into growth. Most people make the mistake of spending their early hustle income on lifestyle. A new pair of shoes here, a night out there, and suddenly, the momentum is gone. But if you want to build a fortune, you have to play the long game. That means reinvesting your early profits into better tools, better marketing, better skills. Every dollar you earn should be working to help you earn more later. Buy that upgraded laptop if it makes you faster. Pay for the ad if it brings in customers. Take the course that improves your offer. In the early stage, reinvesting is more powerful than saving or spending. This is how small hustles turn into serious businesses. 4. Learn to scale, not just sell. Selling is how you make money. Scaling is how you make wealth. At first, your side hustle might rely 100% on your time. You do the work, you get paid. That's fine. But if you stay in that zone forever, your income will always be limited by your hours. The key is to learn how to scale. That could mean turning your service into a product, building digital versions of what you offer, hiring help, automating tasks, or setting up systems that work without you. Scaling means your hustle can grow even when you're sleeping or on vacation. That's when it stops being a side hustle, and starts becoming an asset. 5. Build a brand, not just a gig. Anyone can make money. But if you want to build something that lasts, you need a brand. A brand is what people remember. It's your reputation. Your message. Your values. It's what makes you stand out in a crowded space. When you build a brand, whether you're freelancing, selling online, or running a service, you stop competing on price. You start attracting customers who trust you and want what you offer. This is how people turn small hustles into 6- and 7-figure businesses. Not by grinding harder, but by creating something memorable, valuable, and recognizable. 6. Stay consistent, even when it's slow. Every successful hustle goes through slow days, tough weeks, and quiet months. That's normal. What separates those who succeed from those who quit is consistency. If you only work on your hustle when you feel like it, it'll never grow. But if you stay consistent, posting, creating, improving, promoting, connecting, you'll eventually build momentum. It won't always be fast. But it will add up. Those small, boring actions you take each week are laying the foundation for something bigger than you imagine right now. 7. Use social proof and testimonials to build trust. When you're growing a hustle, people need a reason to trust you. One of the fastest ways to build that trust is through social proof, things like customer reviews, testimonials, case studies, and examples of your work. Don't be afraid to ask happy clients to share their feedback. Don't hide your wins. Let others speak for your value. Social proof is like a trust shortcut. It tells new customers, hey, other people believe in this, and you can too. The more trust you build, the faster your hustle grows. 8. Learn and adapt constantly. The hustle that works today might not work next year. That's why the best side hustlers never stop learning. They keep up with trends. They test new ideas. They adjust based on feedback. Don't fall in love with one way of doing things. Fall in love with solving problems and serving your audience. The more flexible and open-minded you are, the more opportunities you'll see, and the better your hustle will evolve over time. The market is always changing. Winners adapt. 9. Know when to go full-time. At some point, your side hustle might grow so much that it demands your full focus. But when do you make that leap? Here's the key: don't quit your main income too early. But don't wait forever, either. Track your numbers. Know your expenses. Build a financial cushion. Then set a clear point where you can transition without panic. When you go full-time, your hustle becomes your business. That decision can be scary, but also the moment your fortune truly begins. Turning a side hustle into a fortune isn't about getting lucky. It's about being smart, consistent, and strategic. It's about treating what you're building with respect, even when it's small. Because every business, every brand, every fortune started as just an idea, a few hours a week, and the courage to start. You don't need a huge audience. You don't need a ton of money. You just need the right mindset, a real problem to solve, and the drive to keep going when most people stop. If this video gave you the clarity or confidence you've been looking for, give it a like, hit subscribe, and share it with someone working on their dream. In the comments, tell us, what's your side hustle, and how big do you want to take it? Thanks for watching, and remember, your fortune doesn't start later. It starts the moment you decide to build.